Please be seated. Welcome to the 2023 Graduate Awards Ceremony. Tonight we will be giving out over 150 awards for academic achievement, and this year we will also be giving the certificates of achievement, which are 15 credit college credit certificates in programs that these 15 credits will count as credits toward degrees if the student desires to do that. So let's get started by having me introduce Dr. Stephen Rose, President of Passaic County Community College.
Well, good evening. That was not good. You know, you're honor students. You're special. Good evening. That is much better. Well, congratulations. You know, I think everybody here at the college knows this is the week we look forward to. This is what it's all about for us. Watching these students who we've got to know over the past couple of years make it through graduation, make it, excuse me, make it to a night like tonight, that's a big deal. And, you know, let's just think about, you know, this is 2023. So the people so for example, the students who we're looking at tonight who are being recognized for getting honors with their graduation, for having high GPAs, you did it during a little thing called the pandemic. This has not been an easy time to be in college. There's been a lot written about it. These have been some of the most challenging times for everyone, for the people who work here, but especially for our students. And for those of you who we're recognizing tonight for achieving such high standards for yourselves, that's really a big deal, and you should be incredibly proud of yourselves. And those who are here to support you, you should be incredibly proud of what their achievements are. Yeah, go ahead. And we have our students here who are getting certificates of achievement tonight. Again, you are on your way. This is a big deal. We're recognizing you for along the way that you have achieved something by getting a certificate in your field, and you know, you're very smart to do it. How many of you are in high school right now? Yeah. So let me congratulate all of you, and I do have to apologize. Some of you know that a little over 2 weeks ago I had a little open heart surgery. So I am past my curfew for the day. I came to the PTK ceremony a little earlier, and they told me you only put in a couple of hours a day. So I'm not going to be able to stay for tonight's ceremony, but I wanted to be here just to give everyone my congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Rose. The first group of awards are presented for academic achievement, and they are presented in 3 categories. The first category is highest honors. That means that students that we are calling in the first group have achieved between a 3.9 and a 4.0 GPA. Now, this year, which is the first year that I can remember, we have 5 students in the graduating class that have 4.0 GPAs. And so that's really, really outstanding. So I'll call the first group. This is a group that is highest honors academic achievement. Dr. Stasis will help me award the students. Thank you. Okay. Gada Agil. Excuse me 1 minute. I would like to also say that GATA has a 4.0 GPA. Nicolette Carpenter. Nicolette also has a 4.0 GPA. Alexandra Devala. Ziad Mustafa. Aksarapak Milan. Aksarapak also has a 4.0 GPA. Skylar Novotny. He also has a 4.0 GPA. Stephen Pazzo. Michael Scala. Luis Vega. Let's have a round of applause for that achievement. The next group of graduates have high honors. What does that mean? They have between a 3.7 and a 3.89 GPA. And will those students please come forward? Samir Ahmad. Carrie Archer. Christopher Bean. Ana Blandino Cruz. Mariela de la Cruz de Soto. Samuel de la Torre. Faith Erdogan. Daniel Facundo. Bernardo Garcia. Natalie Gonzalez. Wendy Gonzalez. Sherilyn Guerrero. Annabelle Malav. Ali Mangjin. No? Okay. Noor Nazarandin. Marior Nava. Danielle Perez. Catherine Policindo Pulo. Kayla Proano. Carolyn Machardi. Julian San Agustin. No. Gisela Sicaro? Sicaro. Giselle Sicaro. Stephanie Toxie. Rebecca Vesey. And Brittany Lichor Kavisky. Okay, Gianna Solano. Dina Ogazi. Okay. Okay, a round of applause. Thank you. And the last group of honors, 3.5 to 3.69. Can those students please, those graduates please come forward? Gustavo Eldas. Picia Aquano. Justin Arenas. Melanie Arizola. Delcy Beltre Doom. Svetlana Bovdis. Mary Alice Canella. Ali Shay Edwards Carrillo. Hitchard Figuero. Daisy Gomez. Christopher Guardia. Isabel Mateo. Nora Mercado. Maria Morales. Jessica Mulkey. Sue Haley Norvez. Elia Palero. Nayela Polino. Anna Perez. The Gilda Perez Pina. J. Ray Somerville. Ashley Trana Zuniga. Marta Waleska. Surrey Nad Abu As. No, we'll get it to it later. Jared Cordova Jimenez. What's your name? Deandra Wallace. Katie Uska Nunez Pina. And again, a round of applause for students who received honors. I'd like to introduce formally Dr. Basil Stasis. He will present the College Writing Award.
Good evening, everyone. Well, the college writing exam is offered every year to a student with the highest score on the college writing exam. I know graduates, you loved this exam and you did so well, and you are ready to graduate now. It's my pleasure. We have actually 2 students this year who are getting the college writing exam graduate award. One is Marissa Berlo. Is Marissa here? I guess she's not. Well, Marissa got actually a score of, oh, Marissa is here. Why don't you come? All right, Marissa, just stand here for a second. Just a brief, actually, summary with regard to Marissa's activities. One, she got a perfect score on the college writing exam, 12 out of 12. And I have to tell you, in all the years I have been here, not too many students got a perfect score. So I had a chance to basically chat with Marissa a little bit to try to understand how she developed these outstanding writing skills. And she said it all started in high school, and it continued into her college education right here at PCCC. She graduated actually last summer with an AA degree in English, and she did not waste any time. She is currently taking English classes at the University of Miami in Florida, again pursuing a bachelor's degree in English as well. When I asked her about her career goals, she thinks she would like to pursue a law degree, and I have no doubt she'll be a phenomenal lawyer. Marissa, congratulations and wonderful. And the second student who also got the perfect score on the test, I don't think she is with us tonight, she wasn't able to attend, is Andrea Tepax. She's getting an associate degree in business administration. Again, this is another student who got a perfect score on the college writing exam, 12 out of 12. So a round of applause would be appropriate. And good luck to all the graduates to be. See you soon.
The next award will be given by Dr. Michael Hunt. He will present the ESL Graduation Achievement Award and Developmental Studies Persistence and Achievement Award. Dr. Hunt.
Okay, for Passaic County Community College English Language Studies Graduate Achievement Award goes to Nora Mercado. Okay, my next award is the Passaic County Community College Developmental Studies Persistence and Achievement Graduate Achievement Award goes out to Juliana E. Deno Zayas.
Thank you, Dr. Hunt. The next award will be presented by Dr. Ali Saleh, who is also the chair of the Science Department. He will present the Biological and Physical Science Department Graduate Achievement Award. Dr. Saleh.
He's not here, it would be mailed to him, right? He's not here, so it would be mailed to him. Yeah. Okay. Good evening. Unfortunately, the recipient of this award couldn't be with us here tonight. He had to travel to his country. But he wrote a few lines, and I would love to read those for you and for the whole party. My name is Mohammed Saleh, and I am currently a biology student looking to continue my education and pursue a dentistry. I consider myself very fortunate to have grown up in a family that has emphasized the value of education to me ever since I was a child, instilling a drive in me to chase academic success early on my life. Growing up overseas, I quickly learned that such success does not come easy. Although I did not appreciate it then, difficult learning environments taught me discipline, priorities, time management, and other skills that have shaped who I am today as a person and as a student. Since leaving my family to pursue dentistry, I have become very grateful for their continuous support, along with the amazing professors and student services here at PCC that have helped me to do well until now. I truly believe that the only person that can stop you from achieving your goals is only yourself. And I encourage everyone to embrace the same mentality as well as strive, for own success. So these are the words that Muhammad wrote for us to hear. He was a student in my class in the spring. He was an amazing student. He was one of those who actually got the 4.0 GPA. Very quiet person, would sit in the back, but he will surprise you when you grade his exams. He will always get very high score. Again, unfortunately, he's not with us, so I guess we'll be mailing him this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Saleh. I'd like to ask Professor Bemkholi to come forward from the Computer Information Technology Network Administration Graduate Achievement Award.
All right, good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to present this award to this outstanding student. I don't normally get excited, but today I'm very excited and happy to be presenting this award to this outstanding student. Every year in our department, Computer Information Science Department, we face a challenging task of selecting students for this prestigious award. And not because we don't have enough candidates, but because we have abundance deserving students. And as you can see, some of those students that were called earlier on, they were part of our program. And so on that note, these students that I'm going to be calling, Fatah Erdogan, I want you to join me in front here. He is a deserving student, and I would like to recognize him by saying some few things about him. As a faculty, I don't usually get very excited, or I teach technology, and technology is challenging as it is, and I don't get very well motivated, or except when I see students that challenges me. Sometimes it's a motivation when students challenge you in class, and throughout the period that Erdogan has been here, I've been very challenged to the fullest. He's not the only one. I have so many of them. There's Z right there. There's Gail right there. I can keep naming them. They challenge you to the fullest. Fatah came to United States 3 years ago from Turkey. And he enrolled at PCC 2 years ago. And I happened to meet him the very first semester. And within 2 semesters, he obtained 2 IT industry certifications. And that's unheard of. And there's a certification there that every student are required to take before they graduate. But within the first 2 semesters, Fatah obtained that certification. And with that certification, he obtained an entry-level IT position while still in school. And within 6 months of that position, he got a raise, he got a promotion, and that didn't stop him at all. He continued to accumulate more certification. I can list all the certification that he has obtained while he was here in cybersecurity, in networking, in cloud computing. I mean, you can name it. Last month, he was promoted. Still not graduated. He was promoted to a new role at his current job right now. And not only that, they decided to come in and ask for more students from PCC. Fatah is going to be continuing his education at a 4-year college in cybersecurity in the fall. And I know for sure that Fatah has a bright future and a promising career. And it's my pleasure on behalf of the Computer Information Science Department to present you with the Certificate of Achievement in Network Administration option of the Computer Information Technology Program. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Bencoli. I'd like to ask Assistant Professor John Rodriguez to come forward to present the Computer Information Technology and Web and Mobile Development Graduate Achievement Award. Professor Rodriguez.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Computer Information Sciences Department tonight, I have the pleasure to recognize and honor the exceptional achievements of one of our computer information technology students in web and mobile development. I would like to invite Dina Algazi to the podium, please, to the stadium. I would like to say a few things before I give you the award, if you could face the audience. I would like to introduce a remarkable student who has demonstrated tremendous dedication and perseverance in the field of web and mobile development. Dina Algazi, welcoming. Dina's journey has been nothing short of inspiring. In 2016, she started here at PCCC, filled with hope and aspirations. However, she had to temporarily put her dreams on hold. Despite the setback, Dina's determination remained steady. In 2019, she returned to her studies here at PCCC, choosing to specialize in web development. In stepping into the world of computer information technology with very basic knowledge and experience, she faced numerous challenges and doubts along the way. However, she remained persistent and did not let fear consume her. Instead, she embraced the challenges head-on, dedicating herself to learning and honing her skills. It was my pleasure to be her professor throughout several of her courses and see, how much she grew and how much she knew and dedicated to her studies. Today, we gather here to celebrate all these students' achievements, including Dina's, and acknowledge the resilience that you had throughout your degree. The award you are receiving today for web and mobile development is a testament of your hard work, determination, and commitment to your goals. Dina's husband and daughter have been her pillars of strength throughout the journey. They have provided the encouragement, understanding, and love that fueled her motivation to overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. Today, Dina dedicates the degree she'll be receiving on Thursday to them, as a symbol of gratitude for their constant support. In the future, Dina's ambition remains sky high. She dreams of pursuing a bachelor's degree, but until the opportunity arises, she is diligently seeking remote employment in the field. With her exceptional skills, determination, and passion, I have no doubt Dina will achieve great success in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to present to you Dina Algazi, a student who embodies the true spirits of perseverance and determination, the Graduate Award in Computer Information Technology and Web and Mobile Development. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rodriguez. I'd like to ask Assistant Professor Michael Grinberg to come forward to give the Engineering Science Graduate Achievement Award.
Good evening, everyone. So, I am honored to stand before you today as a representative of the esteemed engineering unit. So every year, our department takes great pride in recognizing the remarkable achievements of our graduating students. Today, the highly prestigious Graduate Achievement Award in Engineering goes to an outstanding engineering student, Mr. Skylar Novotny. Skylar, join me here, please. Good job. Now stand, enjoy. Skylar's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Throughout his academic career here at PCCC, he has consistently demonstrated unparalleled excellence, culminating in a remarkable 4.0 GPA, and I have to add, in a very demanding engineering major. For many of you, you probably know, engineering field requires taking courses in Calculus 1, Calculus 2, Calculus 3, differential equations, Physics 1, Physics 2, I could go on, chemistry, all A's for Skylar. Amazing. And if that's not impressive enough, Skylar also undertook a range of engineering, very challenging engineering courses. I'm proud to say some under my guidance, and mastered them with a remarkable proficiency. Good job. Skylar is not only academically successful, but also highly involved on the PCCC campus. He's dedicated to enhancing the student experience and promoting academic success. For example, by serving as a leader for the school's tutoring services as a physics tutor. Skylar was also involved with STEM, where he led a team of PCCC students as they constructed a robot for a robotics competition. I have no doubt Skylar will have a successful engineering career and will make a great addition to the engineering community. And so, on behalf of the faculty in Engineering Science Unit, it is my pleasure to present the 2023 Graduate Achievement Award in Engineering Science to an outstanding young man, Mr. Skylar Novotny.
Thank you, Professor Grinberg. I'd like to introduce now Dr. Lana Murphy to present the Liberal Arts Psychology Outstanding Graduate Award.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce the student who has been the recipient for the Liberal Arts Psychology Outstanding Graduate Award. I can never remember how the names go because it's such a long award title. Anyway, psychology is the science of behavior and mental processes, which is incredibly vague because basically everything counts as psychology in some way or another, which is great. We obviously need to have a better understanding of our behaviors and our mental processes as life is going on, and not just because we're having a mental health crisis, just because we don't understand each other as well as we used to. And so the course that I taught Michael Scala in, if you can come up, he took social psychology with me. All the psychology students have to take social psychology at the end, honestly, because I want to know them before they graduate, because I always teach that class. But a big part of that class is how to sort of bridge the divide when you have these incredibly diverse sides that don't talk to each other anymore. And so students who are learning in psychology can succeed in almost any field. And a lot of students don't go into psychology once they leave here. Michael's an example of that. He's going into business. But again, psychology is a fantastic minor to go along with business because the better you understand people, the better you can do things probably ethically, but also you can understand management. There's a bunch of things like that. So I'm incredibly proud of Michael, and honestly, I was glad to meet him for the first time. Because of the pandemic, he was one of my Zoom-only students. So I've got a couple of you out here. This is my first time I've met him in person today, but I'm very happy to award this to you.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. I'd like to ask Professor Petar Dracula to come forward for the Liberal Arts, Sociology, and Humanities Outstanding Graduate Award.
This one first. Good evening. All right. It is my distinct honor to introduce to you the 2003 Outstanding Sociology Graduate, a student I've had the pleasure of teaching in 4 different classes, Charlene Guerrero. Sociology is the study of life, social change, and the ideal that all human behavior is social. It teaches us that we can and we should do better as a society, and it's a celebration of the diversity that unites us. One scholar put it very well: there is nothing more important than using your voice to create change, whether it is something small or a larger issue. The essence of being a good sociologist is understanding the layers of identity that humans hold and the intrinsic value of appreciating and respecting the inherent dignity of each person. Throughout the classes I've had the pleasure of teaching Charlene, she has consistently spoken up for these ideals. Charlene, perhaps you recognize the quote from above. You wrote that at your final exam for our institutional racism class 2 weeks ago. As a child of immigrants from El Salvador and Mexico, Charlene is the first woman in her family to attend college. And she plans on pursuing her PhD and becoming a professor. She believes in the transformative power of knowledge and wants to be an example for others that change is possible and we can accomplish anything if you believe in yourself. Charlene, you have been an inspiration to me, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. You have many skills that have brought you far in your studies, but the most important one that I want you to remember is the one that has brought you thus far: your heart. As you move on, continue to follow your heart, and it will never lead you astray. I cannot wait to listen in on one of your lectures, or to make one of my students, or make my students read one of your books or articles. It has been my pleasure and my honor to have met you, and I hope this award will help you understand your unlimited potential. And for one last time, let's do the Dracula outro. Be kind to one another. Be safe. I love you so very much. Wherever you want. All right. Good evening again. It is my distinct pleasure and singular honor to tell you a little bit about this year's outstanding humanities graduate, our valedictorian, Nicolette Carpenter. To study the humanities is not to study base skills for a job or a vocation, but rather the theories and the topics that give human life meaning and how we can and we should aspire to do more. In his work, The Republic, the Greek philosopher Plato describes the ideal leader. They should be curious, benevolent, just, kind, and altruistic. He called them philosopher kings, and sadly, society has produced very few examples to call upon. In my Intro to Political Science's Created Government assignment, Nicolette created the United Nation of Aethalis, a society based upon morality, kindness, justice, and equity. Her assignment wasn't just a description of a government. It was a vision for a better world and an expression of the essence of humanitarian ideals. It is a call to service for all humans, an inspiring vision of the future. You know, on reflection, I think Plato had it wrong. Rather than looking and listening for a philosopher king, we should be listening to a philosopher queen. Nicolette, it is easy to think that Aethalis was a term that came to you in a Red Bull-infused overnight moment of inspiration. But I've seen Aethalis in every class, every one of the 6 classes that you have taken with me. Each time you asked why a group's voices weren't heard. Each time you protested why a war was fought or challenged the academic status quo. I saw it when you worked as a course navigator, as you helped students who asked questions or pointed out a concept that needed to be readdressed or reinforced. I've seen it every day that you have been here. You have touched every person who's at the honor honor of knowing you, and we are all the better for it. With the subjects that I teach, I'm often asked what it is that I believe. I almost always deflect and not answer that question. Now, when people ask me in what I believe, I'm going to have a different answer. I believe in goodness. I believe in justice. I believe in morality. I believe in kindness. I believe in equity. But most importantly, I believe in Nicolette Carpenter.
Thank you, Professor Dracula. I'd like to ask Associate Professor Nina Alsbrook Jackson to present the English Graduate Achievement Award.
Though I know you've heard it a million times this evening. Good evening. Graduate awards are presented to students who are exceptional in their chosen academic area. But what makes a student exceptional? Is excellence based on grades earned in the student's content area, or bestowed based on some other aspect of scholarship, it? The answer is yes, it is those things, and so much more. This is why Brandon J. Corrado will be receiving this evening's English Graduate Achievement Award. While Brandon maintained an A average in the majority of his core content, it is his tenacity and determination to complete his degree that is also being awarded. He navigated all the obstacles and pushed past all the barriers, and that is being awarded just as much as his excellence in English. Brandon, please accept this award for all the great ways you exemplify excellence within our field of study.
Thank you, Professor Alsbrook Jackson. I'd like to have instructor Jill Sluka come forward to give the Graphic Design Graduate Achievement Award.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm actually the new instructor of graphic design. I've only been here 2 years, so this is my second year. So it's only been a short time, but during that short time, there's 2 students that really stood out for me to give them some sort of award of excellence. And the first one, let's see where we're at. This is the 2023 Graphic Design Graduate Award winner, graduated in December 2022. He showed his determination and dedication to learning when he started to pick a direction, becoming one of our hardest working students in the past 2 years. He picked up skills fast and created stunningly amazing work. His animated work, after taking a few classes that we offer, was exceptional. His time and effort paid off when he got accepted into the school he applied to for animation. The 2023 Graphic Design Graduate Award goes to Samir Ahmed. All right, I have one more. Our second Graphic Design Award winner is a dedicated learner and explores additional knowledge out of the class, allowing her to grow faster independently in the programs. This student is reliable and has a great grade point average, a model student whose skill level has noticeably grown in the short time she was here. She has the drive to succeed in any direction her art will take her in. This 2023 Graphic Design Graduate Award goes to Alexandra Davila. All right, everyone that knows these two should be extremely proud of their accomplishments. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sluka. I would like to ask Professor Walter Baer to come forward. He is the chair of the Communications Department, and he is going to be giving 3 awards tonight. He will present the Digital Media and Production Distribution Graduate Achievement Award, the Music Technology Graduate Award, and the AFA Studio Arts Graduate Award. Professor Baer.
Thank you, Dr. Kanivi. And as Dr. Kanivi said, I'm Walter Baer. I'm the chair of the Fine and Performing Arts Department and the coordinator of the Communications and Digital Media Production degrees here at Passaic County Community College. I have the honor and the pleasure this evening to present the 2020 Graduate Achievement Awards to students studying digital media, studio art, and music. So we have 3 to give out. The Digital Media Graduate Achievement Award this year goes out to an outstanding student. This student is a member of Phi Theta Kappa and has the highest GPA of students in the digital media program. This student has taken his studies at Passaic County Community College very seriously and has always strived for and achieved excellence in his coursework. Beyond academics, this student has a great talent and passion for video and film editing. In addition to his coursework, the student continuously and passionately works on his personal projects, producing and editing short documentaries. The 2023 Digital Media Graduate Achievement Award is presented to Justin Arenas. The AFA Studio Art Graduate Award this year is awarded to a talented artist who has excelled both artistically and academically in the Studio Arts program, graduating with a 3.9 GPA. The student always works with great patience and diligence and maintains high standards. He has the ability to delve deeply into understanding concepts and ideas to create highly imaginative and innovative work. And this makes him a remarkable student. He has participated in the annual juried student art exhibitions and is continuing his studies toward a BFA in graphic design at New Jersey City University. He plans to freelance as a graphic designer and build his own business. The 2023 AFA Studio Art Graduate Achievement Award is presented to Stephen Pazzo. The Music Technology Graduate Achievement Award recipient is graduating student who ranks among the top 5% of the AAS Music Technology program. He satisfied his internship requirements at Glower Studios in Boonton, New Jersey, and Urban Studios in Riverdale, New Jersey. In addition to his fine skills as a guitarist, the student has shown the motivation, determination, and musical aptitude needed to succeed in the music industry. The 2023 Music Technology Graduate Achievement Award goes to Eli Mangian. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Bear. I'd like to introduce now Professor John Robb, who will present the Criminal Justice Academic Excellence Award. Professor Robb.
Good evening. I have the honor tonight of presenting the two awards to two students in one of each of our program degrees. We have an associate in liberal arts degree, and that award is going to Stephen M. Dykehouse for a GPA of 3.85, as well as his continued contributions to his community. I had the pleasure of having Stephen as a student for several years now, and I've learned a lot about this young man. He presents all that I would want to see in any employee that I was ever going to hire in a criminal justice field. He studied hard, did very good with his studies here. He also, while he was studying with us, took up an EMT certification course, volunteers for his local community, running EMT calls now, and is also working part-time in a security position. So I give him credit for everything that he's accomplished and still pulling through with the high grades that he was able to achieve. So congratulations, Stephen. And pretty much like anybody that's going into a criminal justice field, when duty calls, sometimes you can't be where you really want to be with your family, friends, and for moments of achievement like this. So for our second award tonight, in our Associate of Science Criminal Justice degree, we have Brian Arias, who finished with a GPA of 3.75. Brian's a very hard-working student. I've known him for several years now, too. Very into his studies, very into getting into a police career and trying to help pitch in and change the community that he lives in. He's basically been working full-time for quite some time. Having this degree now opens up more doors for him in the future. So congratulations, Brian.
Thank you, Professor Robb. I'd like to call Dr. Jennifer Gasparino to the podium to present the Human Services Academic Excellence Award and the Human Services Academic Excellence and Commitment to Service Award.
Excellent. She's not here, so I'll just... Once again, good evening. Our Academic Excellence and Human Services Award goes to Marisol Alvarado. Marisol is really a true scholar. She's a dedicated student who understands the value of learning and works to connect the concepts she learns in the classroom to real-world experiences. In class, she's a role model for her peers, demonstrates leadership, and works to ensure that she's getting the most out of the material. Marisol is not sure where she'll be studying next year, but she knows she'll be going on for a BSW. Unfortunately, she could not be with here tonight, but we celebrate her. Congratulations, Marisol. Our next award, social work is all about giving back, advocacy, and service. The Academic Excellence and Commitment to Service Award in Human Services goes to Carolyn Riccardi. Carolyn? Carolyn is getting her AS in pre-social work. She has a 3.75 GPA, and I met Carolyn on Zoom during the pandemic. We had many meetings, and when we were coming back in person, she said, I have to come to campus? And I said, yes, you have to come to campus. Carolyn is an exceptional student who is dedicated to her scholarship. She's inquisitive and invested in all of the work that she does. She stands out among many of our human services students academically, but it is her commitment to service and servant leadership where she shines. As a budding social work professional, Carolyn merged her passion for learning with her desire to lead and serve. She served as the chair of our Phi Theta Kappa Service Committee and has taken responsibility in fulfilling the needs of ensuring food security on campus with the on-the-go food pantry. Carolyn has inspired many students to lead and serve in fundraising, project development, and working to combat food security. Carolyn will be transferring to the Ramapo 2+2 BSW program in the fall, so selfishly, I get to keep her on campus. It is my pleasure to award you with the Academic Excellence Commitment to Service and Human Services.
Thank you, Dr. Gasparino. I'd like to have Professor Khalud Karani come forward to present the Business Administration Graduate Achievement Award.
Thank you, Dr. Kennedy. Okay. Good evening and congratulations to students, families, and friends. On behalf of the Business Department, I am proud and honored to introduce to you an outstanding student, Wendy Gonzalez. Wendy? Wendy came to PCCC as part of NJ STARS program for completing a rigorous course of study and making top 5% of her class. She is a member of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, graduating with a 3.84 GPA. Following graduation, she plans to work in the field of business administration before moving on to earn her bachelor degrees. She is truly honored and grateful to receive this award and couldn't have done it without the help and support of her family, friends, and professors. Congratulations, Wendy. You are on the right path. Keep going. And Wendy, she achieved the award for the AS Business Administration program. I have to present a second award in AAS and accounting to an outstanding student who's not here with us tonight, Omar Delegado. His GPA is 3.97, an outstanding student, very hard-working student, but unfortunately he went to his country, and this award will be saved for him. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Karani. I'd like to ask Linda Carter, Professor Linda Carter, to present the Early Childhood Education Graduate Achievement Award. Professor Carter.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this evening with you, and congratulations to everyone. On behalf of the Department of Early Childhood and Teacher Education, I am honored to recognize Catherine Placencio Perella. Catherine, if you can come up. This is actually the first time Catherine and I are meeting in person, which is very exciting. So Catherine has a 3.8 plus GPA. She has demonstrated incredible growth at PCCC. She began her studies as an ELS student and remained dedicated and focused, working diligently through the program's stackable credentials. She successfully completed her CDA coursework and gained employment in a local preschool program, which we are so proud of. She really was advocated for herself and went out there, and she found herself in incredible work with young children. Her academic achievement has been evident throughout all her classes. Catherine plans on enrolling, coming back to PCC in our AA Liberal Arts Early Childhood Education so that she could move forward and transfer to a four-year institution. We're really excited about, your next steps. Faculty and advisors alike know that whatever Catherine sets her mind to do, she does, and she does it well. In Catherine's words, get lost in what you love, and as Steve Jobs once said, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Catherine, you're an asset to the early childhood profession, and I know with certainty you are making and will continue to make a difference in the lives of the children and families that you serve. It is with great pleasure and honor to present you with the Early Childhood Graduate Achievement Award.
Thank you, Professor Carter. I have a second faculty from the Education Department, Instructor Stony Pack. She will present the Teacher Education Graduate Achievement Award.
Good evening. Tonight, we have two recipients of the Teacher Education Graduate Achievement Award, Gara Ajaj and Anis David Reyes Vargas. Unfortunately, David is sick and could not join us tonight. He is graduating with a 3.9 GPA and plans to continue his studies at William Patterson to become a music teacher. Gara. Gara has demonstrated a true passion for learning and commitment to achieving excellence in her studies at PCCC. She's a member of the Honor Society Phi Theta Kappa and has a 4.0 GPA, a testament to her hard work, dedication, and perseverance. As an adult learner, Gara decided to pursue a degree in education after spending many years working and raising her family. Deciding to return to school was not an easy one, as she knew it was going to require a tremendous amount of courage and resilience. Gara embraced this challenge with an open mind, a positive attitude, and determination. During her time at PCCC, she realized that age is just a number. It is never too late to pursue one's dreams, and her journey is not over. Gara plans to continue to educate the next generation of learners by enrolling at Montclair State University and completing a bachelor's degree in education. Her inspiring journey demonstrates that with a growth mindset and a willingness to learn, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. She has shown us that it's never too late to pursue our goals and that we can overcome obstacles with determination and hard work. It has been an honor and privilege to be part of her journey. Gara, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the Teacher Education Graduate Achievement Award.
Thank you, Professor Pack. I would like to ask the program director, Luis Hernandez, who represents the Culinary Arts Program, to give the Culinary Arts Pastry and Baking Graduate Achievement Award. Luis.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I have two students to present awards to tonight. Unfortunately, neither of them can make it today. But since I wrote the speech, I'm going to read it. Jessica Tauber is graduating from the Culinary Arts Program. She's receiving an associate's degree in pastry and baking arts. It's all about the food. Jessica has always loved to bake, and she baked with her mom and her grandmother. She graduated from the College of New Jersey in 2007 and decided to return back to school to study pastry and baking arts. She is currently working at Il Capriccio restaurant in Whippany, and they would not give her the day off. That's where she did her internship, and that's where she got hired. But she will be here on Thursday to receive her AAS. I want to also say that Jessica has highest honors with a GPA of 4.0. My next student is Jamira Pena, who has a GPA of 3.976 and is also graduating with an AAS from the Pastry and Baking Arts Program. Jamira also worked in the Culinary Arts Department in the stewarding department specifically, where she was able to help the chefs fill requisitions, restock supplies, and take inventories. She also practiced during the pandemic baking cakes, making cookies and pastries and cupcakes for many of the college events. Jemima completed her internship as Azura Bakery located in Hawthorne, where she learned and excelled in 100% gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free desserts and pastries. She looks forward to improving her skills, and I want to present these awards to both of them who could not make it today. My last note is something that I usually tell my students, there's a couple of them here, is the more you eat, the thinner I look.
We thank you for those words of wisdom. Dr. Safarowick can he come forward, please, to present the Robert A. Shea Memorial Graduate Achievement Awards?
In addition to the 2 awards I have to present tonight, I have another piece of good news. I am the final speaker to whom you have to respond, good evening. Robert A. Shea was one of the original faculty members for Passaic County Community College. He was noted for his generosity and also for his service to people, to students. It didn't matter if you were in his class or not. And in 1977, he was coming in to tutor students on his day off, and he passed away in the hall outside of what is now the president's office. 45 years ago, the faculty founded a foundation in his honor to recognize students who have not only reached academic achievement, but have also demonstrated a commitment to service to both the college and their students. And that is who we will recognize tonight. The award consists both of a plaque and also a $1,000 scholarship, which we will be sending to you shortly. And it's funded by the faculty, and by now some of our administrators have joined us, and also through the generosity of the Shea family. They are normally here tonight, but the matriarch, Bob's wife, is celebrating her 100th birthday, so was unable to be here tonight. But that's certainly good news to all of us. I'd also just like to take a moment, when we talk about service, the faculty, normally our vice president will be standing here next to me. Professor Ed Mosley, who joined us in 1979, had an unparalleled record of service in the years that he was here, and we lost him in March and miss him very much, and I'd just like to mention him. Tonight's awardees are both PTK members, so I've asked Dr. Gasparino to help me both present the awards, make sure I don't make any mistakes. Our first awardee tonight, studying AS Liberal Arts Biology, is graduating magna cum laude. She came here from her country, impoverished as a child. She's a member, as I said, of PTK. And because of that history in financial, she actually created a special program of financial literacy in cooperation with our administration so that students would be able to learn and be able to handle finances in their futures as they are here. She's part of the PTK leadership team, and she received the Distinguished Chapter Officer Award both nationally and internationally. She's, in the words of the professor who recommended her, she's watched her grow from someone who was very timid or, and unwilling to put herself forward to an incredibly powerful leader and an example to all who know her. And I'd like to ask Carolina Ramos to come up to receive her award.
And she survived organic chemistry.
Our second awardee, I'm just glad Professor Drakulich left me something to say. AA Liberal Arts Humanities and a 4.0 summa cum laude. I'm certainly, Nicolette, I think you know the way up here if you'd like to join us. What you may not know, though, is Nicolette, in addition to being a member of Phi Theta Kappa, both at PCC and at the regional level, where she was the North District president. She's worked as a supplemental instructor for ESL, has trained tutors, and has worked as a course navigator for students, and is also part of the Governor's Task Force on Community Colleges. He's already said it, but I have it here on my notes, so I'm going to say it again. She is the best student I've ever had the pleasure of teaching. Quite simply, she's fantastic. So congratulations, Nicolette.
Thank you, Dr. Safarowick and Dr. Gasparino. I'd like to ask Instructor Jonathan Mansour to come forward to present the Computer Science Graduate Achievement Awards.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for being a little bit late. I'm here to present the Computer Science Graduate Achievement Awards. First up would be Tyler Van Buren. Are you here? Nope. Tyler's not here. Well, I have to say, Tyler is a tremendous student. I have worked with him on many things, including the Computer and Technology Club. He was the founding member. He came up to me and said, "Do we have a club here?" And I'm like, "No, COVID just hit. Everything's been shut down." So he's like, "Can we get this up and running?" And I've been working with him heavily over the past 2 years to get it up and running. And we went to computer programming competitions known as hackathons. And Tyler, with his group, won at Hack Princeton, the best use of blockchain. And then he went to the Montclair Hackathon and won second place solo project. He also was working quite a bit with the internship program, and he blew my socks off with his team for his work on in UPS and developing a system with them. So I want to thank Tyler for all of his accomplishments here, and what a great student. And I believe he's going to Montclair University to continue his education. So I wish he was here, but he's not, so we'll hold this on to him. Yagilda Perez? No one showed up from computer science? That's fine. I unfortunately don't know you. Oh, yes, Yagilda, how are you doing? I believe I had one class with you. Unfortunately, unlike the other two, I don't know you all that well, but you have worked in the computer science lab. You have done quite a great job here, and I believe you're going on to NJIT, right? And I wish you the best of luck, and every other faculty member sang your accolades, so you should be very proud of your accomplishments, and thank you so much. Aksara Pukmulen. Or as we all know you as Gain. Gain here is a phenomenal student, was for a long time, worked with us in the Computer and Technology Club, and unfortunately had to leave due to stresses of work, but yeah, I saw that roll of the eyes. But she also attended many of the hackathons and was also a member of the UPS internship, where you were a different team than Tyler, but you also blew my socks off with the amount of work you did in that. I believe you're going on to Montclair University for your four-year? What, William Patterson? William Patterson, sorry about that. And you, I've had you for many classes, and you've always done a tremendous job, and congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Mansour. At this time, we will be awarding the certificates of achievement. And again, the certificates of achievement are typically 15 credit credentials geared toward entry-level employment and stack into an associate degree in the same discipline. I'd like to ask the candidates for certificates of achievement to please stand. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Board of Trustees granted by the State of New Jersey, I hereby confer upon you the Certificate of Achievement. At this time, I wish to invite Dr. Basil Stassis to join with me in presenting the Certificates of Achievement.
Jocelyn Adamaris Martinez. Sunan Ramadan. Mune Nath. Sandra Parillo. Gloria Alvarado. Nathan Dorvelis. Brianna Ayala. Fada Ahmad. Mia Ferraris. Alexa Fasoli. Sarah Bosanik. Emily Dermaker. I missed that one, sorry. Chelsea Ponce. Alicia Reynoso. Rosemary Vera. Alessandro Roberto. Catherine Morales. Sonia Orellana. Vivian Lumbeda. Marlene Harmon. Emma Shanley. Sarah Vidal. Labi A. Garcia. Rory Stansfield. Emma Andriak. Madison Scott. Erin Danco. Katie Rodriguez. Destiny Giantonio. Elizabeth Johnson. Janili Salas. Sarah Velasquez. Marlene Serda. Tiffany Gonzalez. Sebastian Ruiz. Matthew Porter. Leonard Vega. Emily Persaud. Natalie Sanchez. Richie Tempole. Caitlin Licholt. Angelica Cardona. Amy Polanco. Nicole Figueroa. Ilana Darabin. Destiny Rodriguez. Tyra Castillo. Hennessy Castillo. Alexa Quiones. Jenny Robinson. Rosalinda Ortiz. Cassandra Torres. Olga X. Alvarez. Fadia Jimenez. Esperanza Calieca. Mison Yusuf.
I was going to ask for one round of applause, but I think you did it anyway. Congratulations to all recipients of the Certificates of Achievement. We hope that if you decide to go on and get your degree, you'll come back to us. I just want to remind the graduates, there's one more question before you can graduate on Thursday. Now, I want you to think very carefully about this. It's very important. What time do you have to be here on Thursday for graduation? Great. You're all going to get your diplomas. It was a wonderful evening, wonderful awards, wonderful stories about students and why they were given awards. And so this is the end of the program. This closes the program for tonight. I hope that you will all be back at graduation on Thursday. We're expecting you. And thank you again, and good night.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky 'cause you're a sky full of stars.